How are you? Today, let's do budgeting for beginners. I'll try to illustrate how you can do your budgeting if you are a beginner. You take your paper and you do 3 columns. Once you do the 3 columns, on the first column, you write the description. And let's say you're doing your budgeting using the 50, 30, and 20% rule. So on the second column, you write your expected budget. Then on the last column, you write your actual budget. So we start by income. Let's say you've got a fixed salary of $500. Then you've got a side hustle 1, and you are expecting maybe 300. On the side hustle 2, you are expecting 200. And on the side hustle 3, you are expecting $50. Let's come up with a total of our expected income. Say 500 plus 300 plus 200 plus 50 means we are expecting 1,050. Then we start with savings. You have to save first. So savings, it means on the 50, 30, 20% rule, 50 is for fixed expenses, 30 is for variable expenses, and 20 is for savings. So we calculate our 20% by 1,050 times 1,050. It means your 20% that goes to your expected savings is 210. Then we go to expenses. We start with fixed. On the fixed, it caters for rent, insurance, medical aid, and all other fixed expenses that you may be catering for. So on the your 50%, it means your 50% is 10,050 by 2. It means your expected budget is 525. And I resume. Then we go to variable expenses. It means these are the expenses that varies depending on the month. So we might have groceries, because usually in groceries you don't buy same items every month. Sometimes people buy what they need. So we say groceries, clothing, entertainment, maybe eating out, and all other variable expenses that you might think of. So 30% goes to variable expenses. So we say 30% of 1050. So we say 50 minus 210 minus 525. So your expected budgeting for the variable expenses will be 315. Then on the actual budgeting, after spending, sometimes what you have been expecting may not come out as you had anticipated. So let's say your total income was 1,000 instead of 1,050. You ended up receiving 1,000. It means your Your savings are also changing to 200. So it means on the month of June, you would have managed to save 200. Your expenses will also change. Your fixed expenses will also change and come to $500. That's the actual amount that you would have that you would have spent. And then on the variable expenses, let's say because the groceries and other things, they varies because they are variable, and you ended up spending 280. So you ended up on the 1,000 that you received, you ended up saving 200 plus 500 plus 280, 980. Your total expenses were 980, and you were left with $20. In that $20, you may put it into your emergency fund. I hope my video was helpful. So this is what I do, and I use my budgeting journal. What I did on the paper is the same that you would do when you are using a budgeting journal. It means when after it's like this, it has got a column of expected and actual. It means all your finances for the year will be documented. Thank you for watching. Oh, my receipt.